Have you ever asked yourself, what's the difference between the ultra successful and everyone else? Why does one person succeed and someone else fails? My name is Ben Handler, and I bootstrapped Australia's largest buyer's agent business in my 20s, securing $3 billion in property value. I now run an 8-figure online education company and make 7 figures per month. Maybe this sounds crazy, but I believe self-discipline is the main difference between people who succeed and people who fail. Jim Rohn said, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And here's what I want you to understand. You're probably much closer to crossing that bridge than you can imagine. In this video, I'm going to share my simple self-discipline formula I use in my own life and business to achieve success. There are 5 parts. Number 3 in particular is probably something you've never heard. So stick around and let's get into it. Number 1, use the AAA reset. When most people hear self-discipline, they think about actions, going to the gym, eating healthy food, waking up on time, but discipline starts in your mind. Lao Tzu said, watch your thoughts for they will become actions. Watch your actions for they'll become habits. Watch your habits, for they will forge your character. Watch your character, for it will make your destiny. How you think determines how you act. And so disciplining your mind is the first step. This is the AAA reset I use every morning to get my mind right. The first A is agency. I take a moment to recognize that no matter what happens today, I have full control over my actions and I have full responsibility for my reaction to events that occur. The second A is appreciation. As human beings, we evolved with a negativity bias. This was useful for legitimate threats, to our survival. But in the modern world, it's transformed into pessimism or believing your life is worse than it actually is. Every day, I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for. The third A is acceptance. Self-discipline is about taking control of your life, but it's also about accepting what you can't control and making the most of bad situations. A lot of things will happen in your life that you have absolutely no control over. It's important to accept, let go, and turn your focus to what you do have control over. If you spend just 15 minutes meditating on those 3 things every day, it will set your entire day up for success. Number 2, identify your 3 needle movers. One of the most common misconceptions about discipline is that it requires you to work more, sleep less, and hustle harder, but that's not true. In fact, an equally important part of discipline is about figuring out what you don't do. For instance, a study by Gallup found that CEOs who excel in delegating generate 33% higher revenue. Did you catch that? This means CEOs who are great at finding talent and giving away control generate more money than CEOs who are very talented themselves. Not everything can be delegated, but a lot more can be delegated than you probably realize. And if you want to achieve your next level of success, it's not about doing more yourself, it's about finding and managing super talented people. Identify 3 things you can do that no one else can. These are your 3 needle movers. Then delegate everything else. Number 3, set yourself rejection goals. You're probably thinking, why would I want to seek out rejection? There are actually a few really important reasons. First, to build personal, resilience, you have to become comfortable with being rejected. And if you want to be successful, then you have to get to the point where rejection doesn't bother you. It actually drives you forward. Second, seeking out rejection will show you it's really possible. Many years ago, I was at a Salesforce conference in San Francisco, and I remember Mark Benioff, the co-founder and CEO of Salesforce, he was on stage, and I thought to myself, I'm actually going to see if I can reach out and get a hold of this dude. And I actually did get through to him, and I got a personal response from him through email. It then made me realize that it's way easier to get a hold of these big names than I previously thought. If you want to grow, set a goal every day, week, or month for how many times you want to be rejected. Treat it like a quota. Then reach out at least until you hit that number of rejections. You'll be absolutely shocked by how many yeses you get on the path to your rejection goal. Number 4, leverage your natural curiosity. If someone who knew less than you had a better idea than you, would you listen? When it comes to self-discipline and success, curiosity is one of the most underrated skills. Most people don't think about curiosity as a skill or a discipline, but it really is. It's something you can't practice and improve and get better at. And if you get really good at it, curiosity can become your competitive, unfair advantage. People who are curious learn faster, they're more humble, and they have a student mindset that keeps them open to opportunity. If you're not already curious and excited about what you're working on, there are a few possibilities about why that is. A, you're working on something you just don't care enough about. Tony Robbins once said, people are not lazy. They simply have impotent goals. That is, goals that do not inspire them. If you care deeply about what you're working on, natural curiosity should follow. And B, you think you already know everything there is to know? I promise you don't. Someone once said, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. The key to growth is staying humble, learning from the people around you and getting in rooms with people who are way smarter than you. And number 5, automate everything. We're well into the era of AI now. And that might make you nervous because it's like going to eliminate certain jobs. But that's a good thing. Not only does every tech advancement create way more jobs than it eliminates, but for people who understand systems and automation are at the cornerstone of success, every innovation is an opportunity to get more work done in less time. And that's what we're seeing right now with AI. You see, like smaller teams are being able to accomplish way more. If you want to be successful, you have to be disciplined about automating the important things in your life and business. Whether it's exercising, eating, healthy meals, or hitting certain revenue goals in your business, the better your systems, then the less you have to exercise your willpower to achieve a certain output. And the more consistent you're going to be as a result. I do this with virtually everything in my life. I have an assistant who helps me with my email management. I use Loom to eliminate meetings. I leverage tools like Taplio for LinkedIn and Hype Fury for Twitter. Everything is as automated and systematized as possible because only undisciplined people leave their success up to chance. The discipline creates systems and automations that virtually guarantee they can't lose. That's my 5-part self-discipline formula that makes me 7 figures per month. That has allowed me to bootstrap Australia's largest buyer's agent business. Remember, the bridge to success is discipline. Use the AAA reset to get your mind right, identify your 3 needle movers, set rejection goals, leverage your natural curiosity, and automate everything. If you got value from this video, hit that like button below and subscribe to my channel if you're a founder or even wannabe founder who's wanting to grow. Then comment below and let me know what you thought. I'm ramping up my content on this channel and I'm really looking forward to engaging more on here with all of you. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.